Letter from the Gantry.
Well, I'm going to start by saying I'm not really proud about this story I'm about to bring to you, but I want to share it with you. It does fit into what Neil calls an addiction, and what, as an addict, I refer to as the joy of football. Last week, I was away for a holiday break, remember, a holiday break with my partner. A cruise around the Greek islands. She loves the area and the mode of transport. For those of you who haven't sampled this kind of holiday, a quick word of explanation. The ship's itinerary is usually to stop off at a touristic destination in the daytime and then sail on to the next port of call during the night. So you can go onshore to take a trip or roam around the area from, say, 8 in the morning after docking until roughly 7 in the evening for the departure. You have to be back on board for the sail away, as they call it, or you literally miss the boat. On our cruise, there was one exception, a full night stopover in Thessaloniki, the second biggest city in Greece. We cruisers could stay out late without any disastrous consequences. Well, in checking the football results the day before, as we all do when we're away, a guilty pleasure perhaps, I noticed that PAOK, one of 2 top division clubs in Thessaloniki, the other is Aris, were playing at home on that very night. And not just any old July fixture, but in the Champions League no less, the second qualifying round first leg, and it was a game of champions, PAOK, the Greek title winners, against Borac Banja Luka, who had topped the league in Bosnia-Herzegovina. Now I know I should have resisted the considerable temptation, but too much of a coincidence, too good a chance to miss. We could even see the lure of the floodlight pylons as the cruise ship came into the harbour. Now Debbie is a good sport, but she deserves better than me. My pitch to her for this unscheduled evening was, another Greek experience? The football should be good. The fans are world renowned for the passion of their support. We've got to have a look at them. And an authentic Greek meal near the stadium afterwards. So I got a yes. Then we wanted to buy 2 tickets for a game which was attractive, but not a sellout. This gets me to the real point of the story. It just was not possible to get the tickets. We tried online, by phone, and face-to-face at the ticket office at the stadium. Not possible for one very basic reason. We are not Greek. Recent legislation from their government means that only Greek citizens can go to top-level football in their country. No arguing, no exceptions. I was immediately struck by the stark contrast with one of the biggest current strands of business in the Premier League. Chasing the tourists, not chasing them away, tapping into not just ticket prices but other revenues from visitors like the club shop. It's a policy which at some clubs is working against traditional season ticket holders whose percentage of the total stadium capacity is dwindling. One senses that renewals are hardly encouraged. Past concessions for regulars have been reduced and in some cases eliminated. Not only that, but as you're well aware, there is more and more of a push from Premier League influencers to take fixtures away from these devoted fans to foreign shores. Argue against that in the wrong place these days, and you're labelled a dinosaur. I would have happily paid the going rate to watch the game in Thessaloniki. Top price €150, so 300 for the 2 of us, around £250, for 2 seats that remained empty on the evening, income being turned away. Thanks to some very kind television media personnel at the club, we did get in to watch the game, and a very good one it was too. PAOK winning 3-2. Their 3 goals, all headers, all from centre-backs, one from the ex-Watford man, William Trost Ekong. And since then, they've also won the second leg to move a step nearer the group stage. I had been in the stadium once before in 1982 when England, in the early Bobby Robson years, beat Greece 3-0. 2 goals from Tony Woodcock, and the other on his debut from Sammy Lee. Almost 42 years on, there was little evidence of change. My newfound friends at the club offered hope that the only citizens rule would be revoked soon. It is a response to the difficulties with crowd control. It was frustrating to be on the wrong side of that legislation, and it made it nothing like the relaxing night I'd promised my partner. But in defence of the Greek government, its initiative to try and protect the game. Regulation of football by the state remains an issue here. Keeping the game away from our visitors will never be on that agenda. Moving the game away from here certainly is.